Imagine this. You walk into a dealership in 2025, and instead of wondering which SUV is secretly a headache on wheels, you already know the handful of models that one of the strictest testing organizations in the world simply won't stop praising. Today, that's exactly what you get. These are the 7 SUVs Consumer Reports keeps coming back to, the ones that score high on performance, safety, reliability, and owner satisfaction. And in this video, you'll see why they deserve a spot on your shortlist for 2025 and even into 2026. Welcome back to AutoPedia, the channel where complex car data turns into clear buying decisions. If you're researching your next SUV, stay with this video to the end, because each of these 7 models dominates a specific niche, from ultra-efficient hybrid family haulers to bulletproof compact crossovers and cutting-edge electric SUVs. You'll hear real numbers, key engineering details, and where official 2026 information is still missing, so you can time your purchase intelligently rather than guessing. Before diving into individual models, here's the quick context. Consumer Reports doesn't just drive a car around the block and hand out stars. They buy vehicles anonymously, run instrumented tests, evaluate active and passive safety, and combine that with large-scale owner reliability and satisfaction surveys. To make their 2025 top picks, an SUV has to ace road tests, score well in predicted reliability, offer strong crash protection including standard active safety tech, and avoid major problem spots in long-term ownership data. When a model makes that list and continues to sit at or near the top of their SUV rankings, that's a strong signal it's doing a lot more right than wrong. From that data, plus Consumer Reports' 2025 top picks and coverage of the best SUVs you can buy right now, a core group of SUVs consistently stands out. 2 quick notes before we start with SUV number 7. First, every spec you'll hear comes from official manufacturer or major specification portals that aggregate official data, not rumors or dealer brochures. Second, when 2026 model information is either incomplete or not fully locked in by the manufacturer, that will be clearly pointed out, so you understand what's confirmed and what still may change. Let's start with the subcompact SUV that quietly punches above its weight, the Subaru Crosstrek, Consumer Reports' 2025 top pick in the subcompact SUV category. This is the SUV for buyers who want real ground clearance, standard all-wheel drive, and a car that doesn't feel miserable when the pavement ends, but still returns genuinely good fuel economy in everyday driving. In CR's testing, it's praised for an excellent ride, easy entry and exit, and a cabin that's more comfortable than the footprint suggests, which is exactly why it keeps showing up on their shortlists. Mechanically, the 2025 Crosstrek sticks to Subaru's proven formula, a naturally aspirated flat-4 engine paired with a continuously variable transmission and standard symmetrical all-wheel drive across the lineup. That layout drops the center of gravity, which helps stability, while the generous ground clearance and long travel suspension give the Crosstrek far more composure on rough roads than most subcompact crossovers that are tuned primarily for city duty. On top of that, Subaru's EyeSight driver assist suite, including automatic emergency braking and lane keeping support, is standard on most trims, helping it meet Consumer Reports' strict safety equipment criteria. Looking ahead, a lightly updated 2026 Crosstrek is expected to continue on the same platform and powertrain architecture, so there is no indication of radical changes to engine layout or drive system for the near term. What is not yet fully detailed in official 2026 information are any significant efficiency improvements or interior tech upgrades beyond incremental software and connectivity refinements. So if you wait for a 2026 model, expect a very similar technical package with possibly minor feature shuffles rather than a full redesign. In other words, buying a 2025 model does not put you on the wrong side of a major upcoming change. Moving up a size class brings us to another Subaru that Consumer Reports can't seem to stop recommending, the 2025 Subaru Forester, their compact SUV top pick. The Forester has been a fixture in their lists for years because it's one of those rare vehicles that feels larger on the inside than it looks from the outside. With excellent visibility, a tall roofline, and an easy step-in height that many owners appreciate on a daily basis. In CR's notes, The 2025 redesign refines the cabin and noise suppression, while preserving the phenomenal outward visibility and super practical boxy cargo area that made earlier generations such strong performers in owner satisfaction surveys. Under the skin, the Forester continues with a horizontally opposed four-cylinder engine coupled to a CVT and standard all-wheel drive, tuned more for smoothness and efficiency than raw acceleration. That means you get predictable traction in poor weather without having to pay extra for an odd option, and real-world fuel economy that is very competitive with front-wheel drive rivals, something Consumer Reports specifically calls out when comparing compact SUVs. Subaru's latest EyeSight suite is baked in, adding adaptive cruise control, lane centering, and automatic emergency braking to meet the highest safety expectations that organizations like CR have set. For 2026, Subaru has previewed incremental updates to the Forester lineup, largely focused on trim packaging, interior materials, and updated active safety tuning rather than a new powertrain or platform. Official 2026 specifications do not currently indicate a move to hybridization or turbocharging as standard, so buyers considering whether to wait should expect a largely familiar technical underpinnings with small refinements rather than a ground-up re-engineering. That continuity is one reason why long-term reliability projections remain strong. Next is the compact SUV that almost defines the class in Consumer Reports testing, the Honda CR-V. In CR's wider coverage of top SUVs and reliability rankings, the CR-V consistently floats to the top because it blends interior space, comfort, and efficiency in a way that appeals to both commuters and families. There's a reason it appears again and again in lists of best SUVs you can buy and most popular new SUVs. Owners report high satisfaction and road test scores are consistently strong across generations. On the technical side, the line is anchored by a 1.5-liter turbocharged four-cylinder with a CVT in the standard version, while the CR-V Hybrid pairs a naturally aspirated four-cylinder engine with a dual-motor hybrid system, delivering significantly better fuel economy while maintaining a calm, linear power delivery. Hybrid trims often become Consumer Reports favorites because they provide brisker low-speed response and much better efficiency, especially in city driving, without forcing owners into plug-in charging routines. Available all-wheel drive further enhances usability, and Honda sensing active safety tech, automatic emergency braking, adaptive cruise control, and lane keeping assist is standard, aligning the CR-V with CR's top safety expectations. As for 2026, Honda has not yet released a full technical breakdown for a next-generation CR-V, and no official announcements suggest a complete platform shift at that point in the cycle. It is reasonable to anticipate minor software, infotainment, and driver assist updates, and possibly trim-level adjustments, but there is no confirmed information about new powertrains or a major hybrid system overhaul for 2026 at the time of this recording. That makes the 2025 CR-V Hybrid in particular a very safe bet from a timing standpoint if you want the configuration Consumer Reports tends to favor. Toyota's RAV4 is the next SUV that Consumer Reports simply refuses to ignore, especially when electrification enters the picture. The standard RAV4 is a volume leader in the compact SUV market, but CR's lists and other ranking outlets emphasize the RAV4 Hybrid and RAV4 Prime plug-in hybrid because they deliver a combination of efficiency, practicality, and reliability that is very hard to beat. When an SUV shows up simultaneously as one of the most popular new models with buyers and as a fuel-efficient top pick, it's a clear signal that both real-world users and data-driven testers are aligned. Technically, the RAV4 Hybrid uses a 2.5-liter Atkinson cycle four-cylinder engine mated to Toyota's hybrid system, driving through an electronically controlled continuously variable transmission, with additional electric motors providing all-wheel drive on appropriate trims. This architecture allows the hybrid model to deliver overall fuel economy figures that significantly exceed the non-hybrid version, while also smoothing out low-speed response with electric torque fill. The RAV4 Prime plug-in adds a larger battery and stronger electric assistance, allowing meaningful electric-only driving for commuting and even more system power. which is why it appears as Consumer Reports' pick on the fuel-efficient SUV slot in the 2025 top picks list. Toyota has outlined that the RAV4 will receive updates going into the 2026 model year, but as of now, detailed official specifications for a next-generation or heavily revised 2026 RAV4 have not been fully released. There is no confirmed information on changes to engine displacement, hybrid component rating, or battery capacity at the time of this script, so any talk of a radically redesigned 2026 RAV4 or RAV4 Hybrid remains speculative. If you value Consumer Reports' current scores, the 2025 hybrids already occupy a sweet spot where the technology is mature and the reliability record is well established. The next SUV on this list is the Toyota Highlander Hybrid, the model that carries Consumer Reports' Top Pick Award for mid-sized SUV in the 2025 lineup. In CR's summary, this segment is about real family use. A vehicle must deliver 3 rows of seating, strong crash protection, and civilized road manners without destroying your fuel budget. The Highlander Hybrid ticks those boxes by combining Toyota's hybrid expertise with a mid-sized 3-row package, giving it an edge over many rivals that still rely on thirstier V6 engines without electrification. The Highlander Hybrid uses a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine combined with multiple electric motor generators and a battery pack, delivering enough system power for confident acceleration while still producing significantly lower fuel consumption than a conventional V6. An electronically controlled CVT manages power flow, and available all-wheel drive adds an extra motor to drive the rear axle when needed, eliminating the need for a mechanical drive shaft. This layout not only improves efficiency, but also simplifies some driveline components, which has long-term reliability advantages that Consumer Reports picks up in its survey data. Looking forward, Toyota has already revealed the separate Grand Highlander and Grand Highlander Hybrid, aimed at buyers needing even more space, and 2026 model year updates are expected to focus on that broader 3-row portfolio rather than radically re-engineering the core Highlander Hybrid drivetrain. Detailed 2026 Highlander Hybrid specs, such as final combined system output, EPA equivalent fuel economy, or any changes in battery chemistry, have not yet been fully published, so if you need those exact numbers, you may have to wait until closer to the on-sale date. For now, the 2025 Highlander Hybrid remains the clearly defined package that Consumer Reports has already ranked highly. Switching to the luxury side of the market, the Lexus NX Hybrid family, specifically the NX 350h and NX 450h Plus, holds Consumer Reports' 2025 top pick for luxury compact SUV. Lexus essentially takes Toyota's hybrid playbook and adds a more premium cabin, greater sound insulation, and higher-end tech, creating a vehicle that appeals strongly to buyers who want long-term reliability with an upscale experience. In CR's coverage of its 2025 top picks, the NX stands out as one of the few new entries, which underlines how impressive its performance, safety, and owner satisfaction scores have been since launch. The NX 350h uses a 2.5-liter hybrid 4-cylinder with an eCVT and standard or available all-wheel drive, while the NX 450h Plus adds a larger battery for plug-in capability and noticeably stronger system output. The hybrid system architecture is similar in principle to the RAV4, but Lexus tuning focuses heavily on refinement, smoother transitions between electric and combustion power, quieter operation, and a more isolated ride. For a luxury SUV to meet Consumer Reports' bar, it also needs a full suite of active safety tech as standard, and Lexus Safety System, with automatic emergency braking, adaptive cruise, and lane-keeping support, is a key part of why the NX makes the list. At the time of this recording, Lexus has not detailed a fully overhauled 2026 NX powertrain, though minor feature and software updates are expected as the model progresses. There is no official confirmation yet of new battery capacities, major power increases, or new engine families for 2026 NX hybrids, so the 2025 specifications should remain broadly representative of what you'll find in showrooms in the short term. If you want a Consumer Reports praised luxury SUV without waiting for speculative product updates, the current NX hybrids align well with that objective. The final SUV on this list is the one that carries Consumer Reports' electric SUV top pick for 2025, the Tesla Model Y. In CR's top pick summary, the Model Y is singled out because its electric powertrain delivers strong range and performance while benefiting from low running costs relative to gasoline vehicles in the same size class. At the same time, CR acknowledges compromises such as ride harshness and interior finish, but from a pure EV utility standpoint, the Model Y remains the benchmark that rivals constantly target. Looking at the official spec snapshots for 2025, the long-range variant is rated for an estimated 311 miles of range with all-wheel drive, while the performance version sacrifices some range, down to an estimated 277 miles, for a manufacturer-quoted 0 to 60 miles per hour time of about 3.5 seconds. Both trims use a dual-motor all-wheel drive setup, feed from a battery pack of around 75 kilowatt-hours usable capacity, and offer a maximum cargo volume of roughly 76 cubic feet with the rear seats folded, all while maintaining a relatively compact footprint in length. Standard active safety tech includes a collision warning system, automatic emergency braking, lane-keeping capability, and a comprehensive camera suite, all of which align with the safety requirements that help the Model Y secure its top pick slot in 2025. As for 2026, Tesla typically introduces running changes without always labeling them as a new model year, and at the time of recording, there is no complete, officially published 2026 Model Y spec sheet outlining revised range figures, new motor ratings, or battery chemistry changes. Some incremental updates are expected in software, user interface, and potentially minor comfort or trim changes, but specific 2026-only technical data is not yet fully released through official channels. That means any purchase decision today can be based on the well-documented 2025 configuration that Consumer Reports has already evaluated and incorporated into its top picks. So, those are the 7 SUVs Consumer Reports can't stop praising for 2025. 2 Subarus that dominate the practical all-weather segment, the Honda CR-V and Toyota RAV4 that define the compact class, the Highlander Hybrid that nails 3-row family duty, the Lexus NX Hybrid that makes reliability genuinely premium, and the Tesla Model Y that anchors the electric SUV landscape. If you're watching this as part of your own buying journey, think about which of these 7 best matches how you actually drive. Short city hops, long highway trips, towing, or all-weather mountain work. Let the data that impressed Consumer Reports guide you, but always test drive and check the latest official specifications before signing, especially for 26 models where full details are still being finalized. If this video helped you narrow down your SUV shortlist, don't forget to hit like so more buyers can find it, and subscribe to AutoPedia for the next deep dive breakdown. Drop a comment with the SUV you're considering or already driving, so future videos can dig into the models that matter most to you.